Okay, so for assignment 2, we have a very basic form that has two fields. I'm just going to use username and password. You can use whatever two fields you want, but I do want you to use two fields so you get to practice with dealing with two different fields of form data. And we're going to take that form and we're going to submit it to a script, a PHP script, using our action field for that in the form. So when I set up the form, it's going to look something like this. And of course, I've got some style information in here just to make the form look a little bit nicer. But the important things are this. First of all, you're going to use method equals post, and action is going to be the name of the script file that you're going to create. And then there will be two input fields in the form. One, in my case, I'm using username and a password. Those are the names and the variable names that I'm going to look for that come through to the other script. So when I pull up my form, it looks like this. It's pretty basic, but you can see I styled it a little bit just to make it look a little bit nicer. Of course, I could do a whole lot more with CSS. Now, the second part to this is creating the script. I called it A2 script, and you can see I have the same name here that I do here. And what we're going to do is we are going to just grab that form information using the post super variable, and that variable is going to allow us to access the username as if it was part of an array, which we don't really understand yet, but don't worry about that. We're just going to put post and then the name of the form field that we used, and that would be the name here, has to match this here. And then I'm going to slide that right into a variable that has the same name but starts with a $sign. And then I'm going to do the same thing for password here. Password equals $_ post, and that's all capitals. And I'm going to type password in that spot. Now I've captured both username and password from that form. And I'm going to use echo to just print those out to the screen. And that's it for this assignment. We're just going to focus on the process of creating a form where the user can enter something and sending that to a script, and then capturing that information and printing it out. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'm going to go to the form. I'm going to type in my really difficult to crack password here, and then I'm going to hit send. And you can see that it puts those right next to each other. The reason for that is that it doesn't really have any HTML formatting. If I view source on that, then it will again be printing them directly next to each other. If I wanted to, I could take this script and I could insert some HTML code there. And even though it's not inside of an HTML block, it should work. So if I refresh that and I say resubmit that form, there's the source, and there is the formatted code. So that did recognize that line break there. And that's the information that I got from the form. And every time I submit something new, that's going to come through just fine. So that is the basic process of creating a form and sending it to a script using the names in the form fields and grabbing that from the form and sticking it into a variable, and then you can do whatever you want with it. In this case, we're just going to print it and keep it really easy.